Bisexual people of Reddit, how does your taste in men compare to your taste in women? Are you attracted to similar traits in both genders, or do you look for completely different things? It's more like if you hot, but I find more hot in women than I do in men. It's not really specific traits I can pick out tbh. Like, I find a lot of girls really pretty, but find myself seeing men with similar traits and not thinking the same. I tend to prefer slimmer men and bigger women, but I can think of plenty of exceptions to that. I'm a bit all over the place really. I like masculine men, feminine men, masculine women, feminine women, and everything in between and out of the binary. I like the female body better because, well, boobs, but I also enjoy a good beard in the more elongated lines men have. I'd have to go on a case-by-case basis, comparing two people instead of two whole demographies to be able to give a better answer. IDK. I just like pretty much everybody who's not a jerk. Ultimate bisexual energy. I'm sexually attracted to either muscular fit or feminine guys and girls, so the points of attraction are similar for me, but I just can't seem to fall for a guy I roll. Like I find them physically attractive but I never saw them in a romantic sense and like girls, which is strange. Purely sexually, there's a cross-section of twinks and kinda punk rock pixie chick that always gets me going. Romantically if they show me affection. Bonus points if the punk rock chick has short dark hair. I am sexually attracted to both genders but I can't seem to get emotionally attached to a girl. I just couldn't see myself dating a girl. I feel the same but with guys. I still am kinda having a sexuality crisis, but for me I look for basically the same traits in both genders. Someone who respects and is willing to do things you like as well, not the relationship revolving around them, and definitely not the other half-assing their part. Seriously, some people these days have problems with not even giving half the effort in a relationship. It doesn't have to be a crisis. Try reframing it as an adventure. I asked my boyfriend and he said, I don't know if it's because I'm dating a guy right now, but I only have romantic attraction to men and some minor sexual attraction to women. I am not really picky with people, I guess. No real preference. I just want someone who can put up with me rambling about piercings and exercise with me. Though I do have to say, I think I could only imagine myself happily getting married with a man as of now. I think your boyfriend has a crush on you. I have dated men, women, and a trans woman, and loved them all in their own way. I am currently in a gay relationship with a man. I guess I find a lot of things attractive about all genders. I find feminine men very attractive if I am thinking about fricking them, but I find masculine fit hunks attractive when I think about them fricking me. I love a fun flirty woman who is sweet and nurturing, but I also love an aggressive dominant woman who knows what she wants. I love women's bodies, their curves and boobs and legs, and how easy it is to have vaginal sex compared to all the prep work that is needed for healthy gay sex. I know it's kind of rude, but trans women really can be the best of both worlds. I love the beauty and femininity of a woman, but with a penis to play with. But at the end of the day, all that really matters is that we get along and love each other, make each other happy and care deeply for one another. I guess I just want love like everyone else. I am just less picky when it comes to gender. This is big bisexual energy. Seems about a good time to pull out my throwaway. I'm bisexual and haven't fully come out yet. To answer your question, I'm attracted to some guys, but haven't found any emotional investment in a guy like I can with a woman. I can definitely say, oh yeah, he's cute. I'd probably frick him, and same thing with woman. But, again, I've never found any emotional connection to guys as of yet. I'm pretty much in the same boat. Glad to know I'm not the only one who feels that way. I haven't really come out to anyone other than my wife. I just want to say that I feel super validated by this thread as a B-dude. I've always had doubts about my real sexuality because of the types of men women I'm into. Seeing others have similar tastes to me is cool. Thanks guys. Honestly, doubting your sexuality is a really B thing to do. For me, attraction is all mental. If we connect well, I'm interested. Gender is pretty irrelevant. My type is nerdy, adventurous, passionate, but also laid back overall and kinda caring. Sounds like Daughter Earth knows their own sexuality. Hi, the beauty of being bisexual is you get to enjoy the wonder each gender has to offer. Femininity and masculinity are both gorgeous traits, and no matter people's identity, you encounter different levels of each and every one. To me, masculinity feels like hugging a mountain. It's strong and alive. Think of standing on a rock and feeling an underground river. It's sensitive and firm and alluring. Femininity is like standing in the sun. It's powerful and brilliant, but is also gentle. Think of trees standing in the wind. Flexible yet unmovable, totally royal. These traits overlap in a lot of places but are distinctive by person. No matter who I am with, honesty and passion are always the most attractive things in a person. Will you be authentic? Will you meet me halfway and be eager to live? Bisexuality taught me gender is a constantly fluctuating spectrum. There aren't hard lines or set rules. It's whatever you end up loving. And there's much to love, whether you're a man, woman, NB or fluid. This is really poetic. I find myself liking both masculine and feminine men, and I like feminine women. So you could say there is some overlap. LOL. I enjoy romance, but it comes out more when I am with a woman. Physical features are different based on sex too. I love a set of nice legs on a woman. Men, I find myself more into their torso and arms. Of course I enjoy tea. Of course I enjoy tea sounds like the motto for this whole thread. My taste in men is way different from my taste in women, seeing as I usually go for short, feminine guys who are subs. But when it comes to women, I like a woman who's tall or even taller perhaps. Kinda tomboyish but not too much I guess, and are doms. In men and women I like personality first, then I grow the feelings. I prefer similar traits in both genders. If we're just talking about what I find hot, then it's hair. First and foremost, this dude I'm into has this beautiful, longish blonde hair. It's literally amazing. One of the girls I'm into has her hair buzzed around the sides and grown out in front. It's really curly and adorable. Other than the obvious, breasts, I don't really have gender specific trait preferences. I frequently tell people that the Todd from Scrubs is my sexual orientation. You don't even have to be conventionally attractive if you have a good personality. Physical attractiveness matters very little to me, but I find I look for the same qualities in anyone, regardless of gender. Things like honesty, loyalty, a good moral compass, and humor. However, I tend to want to be the more assertive one in a relationship with a man, where with a woman I would prefer someone more assertive than me. I think as an assertive woman I admire other assertive women, so perhaps that's where that comes from. Todd Sexual 5. Be cis female here. That's a really hard question. My type is kind of all over the place when it comes to both genders, but usually I like more manly men and more feminine women, though there have been exceptions to both of those. I find it a lot easier to develop crushes on women. It usually happens soon after meeting them, but with men I need to know them for a long time and become attracted to their personality. There are guys who I can look at and say he's hot, but it's not as common or as easy as the way I feel about women. I'm a lot pickier with guys. In terms of common traits I like, totally different for each gender. It's confusing even to me sometimes, but I can't really think of any similarities between men I like and women I like. I was reading and was pretty sure we were the same person. Then, I looked at your name and it's confirmed. Apples are my favorite. We're the same. When I see a hot guy v woman in the street, the sensations I feel are very different. An attractive man feels like a lightning zing to my body, while the woman makes time slow down and makes me feel like I'm a piece of caramel slowly melting, swirling. Very much an OOOOV situation. Both amazing. For men I want to do something stupid and flirty to gain their attention and I literally cannot talk properly. For women I feel super confident and want to flirt shamelessly. I personally like very feminine people. To me it's more like I'm attracted to a certain trait and I don't care if the person is a girl or a guy. I do have a preference for guys though. I mean, if you sexy, you sexy. Though I wouldn't say it's the same traits as I of course like those physical differences between men and women. Though both sexes can have a nice butt. Personality wise I look for more softness and someone who can accept my independence and more strong nature. Whether man or woman, I'd love someone that can bring out my more affectionate and gentle side. Be girl here. I like soft-spoken men, sweet and kind. I've never been one for manly men. I like geeky boys, but my taste in women, all girls, all women, kawaii pastel girls, goth GFS, femme fatale, tomboy, etc. But in all honesty, as long as the person has a nice smile, a kind heart and a curious mind, I'd be interested. This question made me realize I'm attracted to extreme gender stereotypes and I don't like it. Women, sweet, nice, someone I can take care of. Men, strong, not too nice, someone who can take care of me. But overall, I'd say I'm attracted to someone who is passionate about something. Whether it's playing an instrument, skateboarding, video or card games or whatever, I don't even care if I like it or know anything about it. I could probably pick all of this apart and learn something about myself, but that sounds like a problem for future me. Who you're attracted to you doesn't really affect anyone but you. Nobody has a right to date you, so you're not hurting anyone. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's fine to just be attracted to whoever you're attracted to. I have a mixed bag. I tend to really like androgynous people with big noses, whether it's a guy or a girl. However, I tend to find muscle more appealing on women than men. That being said, I like it when both genders are soft and plump and huggable and pillowy. Plus, I tend to like skinny men more than skinny women. I guess because the current gendered politics surrounding body image. I always get scared when a woman is too skinny, so I'm too worried about her being skinny and it replaces my attraction. I know that men can have eating disorders, and that some women are natural very small and skinny. I guess it's just the conditioning of growing up always hearing about women and anorexia, whereas I tend to hear more about men shooting steroids over working muscles. That being said, you can throw all of my physical preferences away if the person is kind. If someone is a genuinely thoughtful, wholesome person, even if I thought they weren't attractive at first, I will definitely start finding them attractive. It overrides every single one of my preferences. However, there is an age limit to this. If you're too young or old or maybe immature, I will not find you romantically sexually attractive. I am totally in the I heart big noses club. It's usually what people don't like about themselves physically that I find charming as heck. I am attracted to more muscular, conventionally attractive men, i.e. Zac Efron, Robert Redford, Brad Pitt, John Hamm, etc. On the other hand, I am more attracted to curvy chubby women, i.e. my wife and most of my ex-girlfriends. However, personality, style, and interests sure go a long way to sway my preferences. As a bi female, I totally value different attributes with different genders. For men, it's totally objectifiable traits. I don't really see myself marrying a man, but can totally appreciate his looks and what that may lead to. Women, however, I fall head over heels with a good personality and conversation. I've even dated girls who were male looks wise to me but became 1000x more attractive based on personality. There is one common factor that I like on both sexes: long hair, especially up in a ponytail, looks pretty hot. Other than that, not really. I consider myself bisexual, but pretty much heteromantic. Like, I've had strong physical attractions to both men and women, but I've only ever had big gushy romantic feelings towards women. In terms of physicalities, I tend to be attracted towards boyish women and girlish men. Bisexual girl, not out to my parents yet. Basing off the information with my past crushes, I am a 50/50 between men and women, but I would say I am 75% attracted to women and 15% attracted to men. This is a great question. I appreciate you for posting it. Number. I'm a woman and I have to admit that my taste in women is pretty shallow. I'm usually only attracted to very fit, classically beautiful women, and with men, I like dad bods, beards, and don't expect them to be as classically attractive. I am more sexually attracted to women in general, but more emotionally and physically attracted to men. I like to think about women, but prefer sex with men. Sexuality is complicated. It sort of boggles the mind that people think about it in such binary terms. Physically, I like a diverse range of women from super femme lesbians to extremely butch ones. Guys, however, I'm only really attracted to if they are dark-skinned and traditionally handsome, preferably with a well-kept beard and toned muscles. I may have an unreciprocated crush on a specific person that sparked my interest in men and find other guys ways to fill that hole. Emotionally speaking, I have yet to find the same level of connection with a man that I've had with other women in the past. I find guys keep their crap too tightly under wraps and I can never tell what they actually want or feel. Most of the girls I've been with were very literal, straightforward and almost a little bossy, which I frickin' love for some reason. I'm a guy and I like people with more feminine qualities. Smart, gentle, considerate. As long as I can make them feel good, I don't care what parts they have. Even though I was raised in an open-minded city, I grew up with homophobia around me. I'd love to be more feminine myself, but I think my own homophobia is preventing me from doing so. I'm working on that with a therapist. I think I also project masculine qualities onto men when they might not actually be that way because I have such a rigid view of men. As a result, I found more women partners than men. I'm what you might call heteroflexible. I am mainly attracted to women in all ways. Sure, some men are attractive, but I don't ever want to go make out with them or cuddle with them or ever be in a relationship with one. I generally just like the look and feel of dongs. Maybe it's a power thing, which is weird maybe. So yeah, I'll blow a dude, but kissing one makes me kind of cringe. Beyond that, I just like the submissive angle of a man taking control sexually. Same goes for a woman though. Long story short, women, attractive, sexy, wonderful. Men will suck but won't kiss, lol. I've recently discovered that I'm just attracted to masculinity in general. Masculine men and masculine women. But if a guy is kind of a twink, even if he looks like a ruby rose androgynous woman, it doesn't do it for me the same way a butch woman does. On the other hand, I'm also attracted to hyper feminine guys like drag queens or people like Jeffree Star, but a different personality. So my theory there is that eventually it crosses into a point where it registers in my head as a masculine femme person. I'm still trying to figure out my sexuality in general, so it's a bit of a mess, but that's the most recent pattern I've discovered. I'm slowly learning that my sexuality is way more of a spectrum than a concrete way I can define succinctly. If this doesn't make sense, it doesn't to me either, so you're good. The joys of the bicycle. Sometimes I feel more attracted to women. Sometimes I feel more attracted to men, and sometimes it's pretty even. I have no control over this. I can find beauty in a lot of different types of people, but in a relationship it's the personality that really attracts me to someone. Bisexual woman here. I find I'm a lot more picky with girls than I am guys. I have a much smaller list of desired traits for women. I'm attracted to brunette men who are slightly punk, old, heavily tattooed, or women with long blonde hair who look like they play softball. It's kinda weird, women typically put way more effort into grooming and appearances. If it was an even playing field, I would be equally attracted to all genders. But I've ran into so many men who just don't really bathe themselves or care about their skin. It's a shame. If most guys applied themselves more and made an effort to present their best selves, a lot of them would be irresistible. And there are a lot of different ways to be attractive. I've always found myself attracted to people who have a more alternative look. I don't look for specific or different traits between genders, tbh. I'm attracted to people who are put together and confident, pleasant to talk to, and fairly well groomed. For a long time I thought I was gay and that I would never be able to date a guy, but then my boyfriend appeared and he became the center of the attention. I can appreciate now a good looking man that's for me a Viking looking, big, with beard and long hair, but I've never been attracted to any man except for my boyfriend. It's like I can say now, yeah, that's a good looking guy, but I would not see myself dating any. In woman I like really feminine and socially considered attractive ones. I would still say I'm gay except for this one man that's been my partner for almost 3 years now. I think I'm attracted to boys the same way straight women are, but with girls it's just different. Like, I really don't like the Western ideal beauty type of women. Note, I'm 15, and when I say I'm attracted to boys the same way straight girls are, I also mean 15 years old girls, lol. I have a more specific taste in gals. I prefer the cute Dodie Clark type girls, while my taste for guys is broader. But really, personality will always come first, and it doesn't matter to me too much. I don't totally know what I am or how to describe it. I am only sexually attracted to the female form, like a beautiful trans woman or a woman. The penis or vagina isn't a deal breaker at all, just must look like a woman. As far as romantically, I have to get to know people for a while. I've always been into girls that were strong but submissive and were cute cuddling with. As far as guys go, just a fat butt and a thick dong, like come on. I don't really date men. I just never found the right one, but I gotta be clear with all the straight men here. Gay sex is freaking awesome, my man. Just try it once, and if you don't like it, don't talk about it again. That's all I ask. This comment is just delectable. Not even bothering with a throwaway, because frick it, I'm vastly more attracted to women, and have a much more broad spectrum of what I consider attractive. Anywhere from average, fit, to extra curvaceous is great. Women in general are just so much nicer to look at. Anywhere from average gals to movie stars. I'm not all that picky. With men it's an extremely narrow spectrum. They've got to be really fit and svelte for me to even look twice. Not all that attracted to girly guys, twinks, and also turned off by large builds. Bodybuilders and big guys in general are a no. Lots of body hair or fat is a turn off. Basically, Robert Pattinson and the Batman trailer really got my engine going. That face, though. One thing about bisexuality is, it doesn't have to mean that you're attracted to both genders equally. A lot of bi people don't have a 50/50 split. Could be 80/20. For me personally, it's almost 95 women 5 men. There's also a distinction between sex and romance. I'm bi but heteroromantic. I'm not biromantic in the sense that I could ever feel like dating a guy or being in a romantic relationship. Some people are bi but homoromantic. As for me, sometimes I just fantasize about playing with a dong. I've also never had occasion, or rather, the courage to act on my other side. At 40 and married, chances are I won't ever get a shot. But just because I've never gotten freaky with another guy doesn't mean I'm not bi, any more than you stop being attracted to women in general just because you're married to one. I mean, I mostly jerk it to girls, but sometimes I also jerk it to guys, and I've gotten comfortable with what I like. I don't really dig gay pee, but I'll watch bi videos with a girl and 2 guys. It's just a comfort zone thing. And at 40 I know it's not exactly a phase I'll grow out of, so I'm comfortable labeling myself bi. TLDR. Women are beautiful in general, and I have a very wide range of what I find sexy. Men have to be straight up beautiful to catch my eye. Looks complete opposite but personality somewhat similar. I like men who are rugged, beards, broad thick shoulders, can fix anything, strong and silent, smart, funny. For reference, actors such as Chris Hemsworth, Charlie Hunnam, Tom Hardy. I like women who are pretty and feminine but athletic, also smart, funny, open-minded, down to earth, not afraid to do some hard work or get dirty. Actress references would include Gal Gadot, Alicia Vikander. Edgy but still mature gothic metalheads with long hair and a slim build for both. Uncommon in both for different reasons. Women, generally less assertive than I like. Fewer tastes in common. Men, long hair is rare. Also, snark and selflessness are difficult to find together regardless. I prefer women, married to one. I'm way more picky when it comes to men, and it's mostly just a physical attraction. Even if I were single, I most likely wouldn't be interested in a relationship with a man. My wife, who is also bi, feels the same way about women. If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check another video. Bye for now.